Then we have post. This is the link I've been talking about. This is a type of a post type. You use it to write articles, you write news updates for your site and things. So if you have, just like we're going to build an e-commerce store, for example, now, and you have like latest news, this is where you're going to come to write like a new article. Links that you send out to people to read your articles. This is what you do. You have all posts, and you can easily just click add new to add a new post. And you have this panel right here where you can type in your post title. So if I'm saying demo post, and you have like a block here where you can put in your content area. So you can use paragraph. So I'll say this is a demo post. And once I'm done with it, I can easily publish or save it as a draft. But I won't do anything here. So let me just go back. I'll leave. To create this, so we'll come back to this area. I would like us to install a plugin so it is easier for you to follow instead of using the Gutenberg. Here we have categories under post. So if we have post relating to different categories, so let's say I have post and it's about beauty. So I can create a category and I'll group all my posts under beauty and that category. If I have category called footwear and I want to group posts that's related to shoes, sneakers, kind of footwear, I'll create a new category for that one too. It's make it easier for you to structure your content. So you create a category for your post. And there's what we call tags. Tags to are like categories. So for example, now I can write an article about footwear, but my footwear is Nike. So my post belongs to footwear categories, and in my tags, I can tag it as Nike, sneakers, and things like that. So when you click on a tag, it brings up all that posts that belongs to that or that have that particular tags. So people can actually read related articles. Below post, you have media. This is where you manage all your images, videos, PDF files, Word documents, whatever you want to upload into your article. So if I'm creating a post now and I'm uploading like an image to the post, this is where the image will be saved. You have comments here. So when people comment on your post, this is where you approve, unapprove, or you reply them as the administrator of your own site. And here is the appearance part of WordPress. This is where we change our website look and feel. This is themes. So this is the theme that we have activated at the moment, 2020 template. If I want to change to another one, I'm going to activate this or activate this one. If I have a template that I want to use, either I have a template from the marketplace or I want to add a new one from WordPress. If I have it on my local system, I can click here to upload a template. I can click this link to upload a template or search the marketplace here to get a template. I'm still going to come back to this one because we are installing a template for our e-commerce store. When we have our template, we can customize here. Widgets, we'll come back to this too. Menus, this is the navigation on your site where you have about the links on your site. When we install our template, we'll still come back to this one. Say theme editor, it's for people that know a bit about code. So you can edit or change some things here. Most times you don't need this if you don't know how to do it. Then we'll come to plugins. Plugins are what make your WordPress site extensible. So you can, the way it is at the moment, this is just a WordPress installation for me to convert this to a store where people can come to buy products, pay online, and I get notification that a purchase has been made on my site, I need a plugin on this particular website, and use what plugin to extend your website, to extend the functionality of your website. By default, these were installed by Bitnami. So the migration plugin is for moving from this local host, because I'm building locally. If I want to move it online, this is like a plugin I'm going to use. AMP is a plugin that, so let me go through this. I'll just come back to, we'll install the ones that we need for now. And users, this is where you see everyone registered on your site, your customers, your administrators, your shop managers. You can create a new user and give them roles. You assign roles so they have capabilities. You can limit their roles to whatever you want them to do on your website. Settings, this is tools. We can skip this for now. So under settings, this is the name of my website. This is what I saved as the name of my website. I call it e-commerce site. So if I want to change it to something else, I can name it Toyin Store if I want, or I can say Toyin Footwear Store. The tagline is what you see when you hover on my website. So you see, instead of having just a WordPress site, you can see something else here. So if you change this one, I can say for the best footwear. My URL, I'm on localhost. Localhost means is my local computer. So it's this default URL. This is my email. You can change it here. Anyone can register. If I want people to register, I can click this option. And when people register, the default role assigned to them will be subscribers. When we install our e-commerce plugin, you have other roles here, but we can skip this one for now. My site language is this, English. Your time zone, we set it's set to this, and UTC, so I can change it to my zone, which is Africa, Lagos. And the date is written this way. So if I save changes, you can now see I have my local time right here, which is 7:33, and the universal time is 6:33. So this is just a rundown of the WordPress dashboard. So now we're going to go to Appearance to install a theme. But before I do that, I would like to clear up sometimes. If you're trying to build a website online, you need what we call a domain name. Domain name is the name that you type into a web address. It resolves to an IP, but you just need to know it as a name that you type into your address. So it brings up your website. So if you go to sourcestudiosng.com or exalplace.com, you're going to see a website. Exalplace.com here is the domain name, and you can register a domain name from any domain registrar. So you can have a domain name without having a website. It's possible. You will have a domain name. It means you have your name reserved. But if you have a domain name and you don't have hosting for that particular domain name, which means your name is not hosted anyway, you can't have a website. You can't have email address at that name, for example, unless you're using things like Office 365, where you have to resolve your name. They are pointing that your particular domain name to another server. So for you to do something with your domain name, you need a server, which is the hosting account. So when you're buying a domain name and hosting together from like a registrar, maybe Google Host or GoDaddy or GigaLayer, and you buy the two together, you're going to have a domain name and hosting. Is when you have hosting that you can create a website or create emails on your platform. So now we're going to install, I'll install a theme. I'll add a new one. There's a particular free theme from Automatic, the company that makes WordPress. It's called Storefront. It's an WooCommerce theme. So if I step here and I can search for Storefront, so here's the template right here. You can preview this. You can search for another website template if you want. So this is just a preview. It's just pages because we don't have WooCommerce installed. But now you can just click this button right here to install this template. And it's installing. It's going to take a few minutes to install. There are other templates in the marketplace that you can install if you want. You can just search for e-commerce, but this is free and it's easy to configure. But when you're going up premium, you can use this to start a store, basic store, just to have your website online. But if you want to go advanced, you want to have custom designs and things, there's a marketplace, themeforest.net, that you can go to and search for templates where you can buy template for your website. Okay, we've installed this template right now, Storefront, and to activate it, you just click the activate button. Now we have a new template under our themes folder. But we're trying to build an e-commerce store. This won't work. Then I'll say if I go back to pages, you will not see any difference. You won't see any product. So the first thing I would like to do is to install WooCommerce. So you come to plugins and you click add new. First, I would like to install this plugin, Classic Editor. It's an interface better than the other one that you saw while I was trying to create a post. It's just an editor for your content. I prefer using this one. You can use the inbuilt WordPress editor if you like, but this is just preference, so personal preference, so you can install any one that you want. So I'm going to go back and add WooCommerce. So this plugin right here, it's what turns our basic website to a shop. At the moment, our installation is just a WordPress website. You can't do anything. You can't buy, you can't manage products, you can't do anything. This plugin is what extends our WordPress installation and converts it into an online store. And you can see, just like I said before, there are plugins that you can use to extend functionalities of your website. So you can see PDF invoices, Stripe payments, and things like that. This will add another functionality to your website for you to be able to receive payments using Stripe. We use Paystack here in Nigeria, Paystack or Flutterwave. We don't use PayPal. So we have plugins for that too, for this particular WooCommerce. So I'm installing this plugin. It's taking